holding up 3 copies of books, all aimed at conflict management practices for both students and teachers within the school system. Former Education Minister Franca Bernardine told on news cameras that thousands of the books were brought into the island following the first stabbing incident at the Happy Hill School. She said teachers were selected and taught about the application of the measures to prevent and also deal with any eventualities. However, according to her, since the NDC left office, so too did the books from the school system.
This particular book, it's a little booklet, and it's called Stopping Violence in School Guide for Teachers. Now, I brought this back in my hand, a copy for every school in this country. I brought back the first 30, walked with them from the UNESCO meetings in Paris, and distributed it personally to every principal, asking them to hold a workshop, which they did. Many of them did and had started the process. This one is called the Global Campaign to End Violence in Schools. These things are important. They're booklets. They're distilled by people who belong in the group, our Caribbean caucus, for example. Sat and met on these things and concluded. The third one I am looking at is the managing anger and resolving conflict. Children need to understand that there are 6, 7, 8 steps that you could take before resorting to a gun or a knife you will get the odd incident and you try in other ways to prevent that from happening. But these things definitely sensitize people to the whole issue of how you manage your anger.
She says there is a need for educators to become more proactive in dealing with the issue of conflict management, as studies have shown that Grenada has a major challenge in dealing with the issue.
Are we going to go back now to start? Well, we need a committee of people to look at what again? The issue is you must put steps in place. The staff and the principal are responsible for the compound. And in our strategy to bring this across,
last month, Zibon Jeffrey, a Form 3 student of the Happy Hill Secondary, was stabbed to death by a Form 4 student of the same school. Following the incident, the student was charged with non-capital murder and remanded to the Grand Bacolet Juvenile Rehabilitation Center. Eugenia Peters, GBN News.